Former head of Warner Music, Edgar Bronfman Jr., expressing interest in a bid for Paramount Global. That is according to a report by the Wall Street Journal that says Bronfman is looking to offer somewhere between $2 and $2.5 billion for National Amusements. Joining us right now is Matt Belloni. He's the Puck founding partner. And Matt, we know that the Skydance offer is real. Is this a real offer?
That's a very good question. We think it's real. And, Bain Capital is involved here. And from everything I've heard, Bronfman, who, is the executive chairman of Fubo, which is a digital streamer focused on sports channels, they're already in business with Paramount. And my understanding is that Fubo would play a role here if this bid does go somewhere for National Amusements. But, this is all a backup to the Skydance deal, which is being pretty heavily negotiated. And, if that falls through, then it perhaps opens the window here for one of these other suitors for National Amusements.
Okay, this is interesting. That's a good way of describing it. This is not something that is going to knock out the Skydance offer. This is something that's there as a potential backup. We also heard Stephen Paul potentially putting together a $3 billion offer for National Amusements. When you look at those deals, I mean, Skydance is offering $8 billion. And it's money that's going to go, I think, $2.3 billion for National Amusement, which is the 77% controlling vote stakeholder in Paramount. The rest of it would be going to the other shareholders. This is a different deal, though. I mean, you get back to the question of could you do this and not get in huge trouble with the other shareholders if you just buy out National Amusements? What do you think?
Yeah, that's the pitch. And the money going to Sherry Redstone, the controlling of the shareholder, has come down a little bit in that Skydance negotiation because of exactly what you said. They're trying to head off these shareholder lawsuits from the B shareholders. And, maybe this Skydance deal will come to a resolution and they'll figure it out. But everything I have heard is that Sherry Redstone is not thrilled with this revised offer. She's now got these three CEOs of Paramount Global whispering in her ear saying, well, listen, if you've got to cut all these costs and fire all these people and sort of change the trajectory of the business, well, we can do that. And you can stay as the controlling shareholder. So she's got a lot of choices to make here. And Bronfman coming forward gives her another option here to just say, OK, we'll figure out what to do with Paramount Global later. But perhaps there's an avenue just to sell the controlling interest in National Amusements. She walks away or gets a title or some kind of continuing interest, and then they figure out how to deal with Paramount.
I mean, that's a really interesting question. A deal that just takes out the highest voting shareholder doesn't seem fair. But at the same time, should that shareholder not be allowed to sell? I mean, this is where you wind up in the shareholder trouble with all of it.
Yeah, and the problem is it doesn't address the very pressing issues that Paramount Global has. I mean, this is a company that, depending on who you talk to, is sort of teetering. And if this Skydance deal falls apart, the stock price will likely go way down because this has been dragging on, and this is seen as sort of a way for Paramount Global to have at least a path forward with a buyer like David Ellison, who is the son of Larry Ellison, who potentially could infuse it with new energy, new money. They will still have to figure out what to do with these assets. But the argument goes to Sherry is like, you're going to have to figure that out anyways. Why don't you do it yourself or just sell out your National Amusements stake and then have someone else come in and figure out the Paramount question? What
do you think is the potential solution for the Paramount question? Is it something like a partnership with Skydance, the studio? Does this Fubo business sound like it makes sense on any way, shape, or form? Has anybody been able to figure this out? Because it's not just a Paramount problem. This is an industry problem.
Absolutely. And this has been the elephant in the room since the beginning of this negotiation is nobody quite knows what to do with these linear television assets, which are throwing off the majority of the company's money, but are in secular decline and aren't getting better. So, in almost all the scenarios right now, there will be a divestment There will be a sale of some of these assets, perhaps some of the cable channels, perhaps CBS goes to Warner Discovery, which has been, desperately looking for a broadcast channel to beef up its carriage fees, perhaps, and that would be a way to do that without, raising the ire of the government, perhaps. There is a scenario where Comcast does a joint venture for Paramount Plus, so that becomes part of an offering with Peacock and sort of takes Paramount Plus out of the purview of Paramount Global. There's a lot of different scenarios here. We're not privy to exactly what is being pitched to Sherry Redstone, but some version of a divestment, some version of cost cutting on a grand scale, that's all on the table right now.
It's June 11th. You think we have an answer in the next month?
I think we will on the Skydance element. I think that at some point, the Ellison people are, put up or shut up here. They've been trying really hard to get this deal done. And if that doesn't work out, then we will go to plan B and we'll figure out how to get, and Sherry will have to figure out which of these other suitors to engage with or say, you know what, we're going on our own.